welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to Rhonda York. Rhonda, thank you so much for becoming a loving fawn. It has meant the world to me. Your comments have been the sweetest comments. You like brighten up my days. I love you so much. You are such an angel. I really truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. You are just the most genuine, sweetest, kind-hearted person, and I just love every comment that comes across my screen from you. It is truly amazing. I am so blessed that you found my channel and that you are now part of the Fawn Squad community. So I've been wanting to give you a shout out for quite a few videos now, and what perfect timing to do it than on the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. Oh my god, you guys, this palette is ridiculously, incredibly, out of this world, mind-blowingly amazing. I don't know if she somehow reformulated it a little bit, tweaked it a little bit, because like her Star palette was mind-blowing. The formulation change with like the botanical oils and everything else in there. The mattes were just so amazing. And this palette, it's like another level. I don't even know how there was room for any kind of improvement, but somehow she did it. Like, I mean, you guys are gonna see my reaction when I open this baby up. I was waiting for hours today. It is now 10 p.m. I expected this to arrive by 1 p.m., 3 p.m. at the latest, because I paid for next day air, and it came at like 6 p.m. and I was ready to go at 1. And then I filmed a couple mini videos along the way because I received a shipment from Juvia's place, both palettes, both blush palettes, so I did a mini video on those and applied one, swatched them all out, and then I received all of Colored Raine's new highlights, so I swatched all those out, applied one, did that mini video. Then I have to still film my Boxy Charm. Nicole Tritt sent me a gift, I have to film that. Then I had the Huda Beauty highlighting rose palette came, I still have to film that. Like, it has been a chaotic day, and I couldn't do any of the other filming where USPS actually delivered way earlier because I would have had no makeup on for all of those makeup and like applying makeup and testing it out on a bare face. Just wouldn't have been cool. But you guys have a lot of videos coming your way today and tomorrow. Well, probably tomorrow by the time they're edited, exported, and uploaded to YouTube. At this rate, yeah, it's gonna start hitting at the early AMs. I'm gonna be up all night. But this palette, it is so good. It is so creamy, so blendable. All her palettes are. But like, when you touch these, her chroma crystals are somehow more creamy than before. I don't know what she did. The metallic shades are just, I so wish each and every one of you could get this palette, because it is so amazing. It is just, oh my gosh, if it is around when Sephora has their 20% off sale, you guys need to get it. And this is limited edition. I don't know if it will still be around come November, but if it is, you guys all need to get this. If it hits Beauty Bay and Beauty Bay has half off of this palette, you guys need to get it. Sign up to Beauty Bay and just watch it on Sephora. Hopefully it's around come November and you can save some money, either half off on Beauty Bay if it hits there, or if it's still around in November, because this is truly beautiful. I worked with so many of the shades for this eye look. They all were pigmented, blendable, creamy AF, just stunning colors, so buildable, so blendable, just so good. So good. So if you guys want to see swatches, see this in action, see how to get this eye look, just anything, keep on watching, because this truly is a standout palette that is just so unbelievably gorgeous. I cannot say it enough, and I need to just zip it because I could just go on and on and on and on and on. But it is amazing. So if you want to see any of that, then just keep on watching. So my Natasha Denona Sunset palette just arrived, and I have not peeked. It like literally just arrived. I had in my UPS description that it was supposed to arrive by 3 p.m. today. So I like showered, got all ready, like moisturized by 1 p.m. just in case it came between that 12 and 3 o'clock window. And it is now like after 6 p.m. and it just came now. So it's going to be a very late night, but that is okay because it is Natasha Denona, and I literally have not watched a single video. I did not look at any swatches, anything live, nothing. I want this to be a complete like shock for me. I've only seen pictures on Instagram, and that is it, and I am dying. So let's get into this. These shadows might even be warm because of it being in the UPS truck. So it is a lot smaller than the normal big boys, but I mean, it's half the price too. And then she has all her shades written on the back as usual. Oh my God, just fun. Made in Italy. Oh yeah, she's cruelty free. She does not test on animals. Oh my God. Look at this bronze beauty. And it's just like gorgeous. Like just, are we ready? Don't mind the mishap with the self tanner. Yeah, just don't, let's. This has her normal fold over that you, or the paper that you can peel away if you want to, but I like it to protect the mirror and keep it clean. Oh my God. I'm shaking. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful. Oh my God, I don't even know what to do. I know so many of you requested that I do another sunset look, because I've done 2 sunset looks fairly recently, but you guys are asking me to do a sunset look as soon as I did get this palette. And to be honest, I wasn't going to do a sunset look with at least the first tutorial because I wanted to do something different, because I'm assuming most people are going to do a sunset. So then I started thinking, well, my other sunset looks have been like a gradient setting effect, like going, you know, inner to outer. So today I was thinking of having like a sunrise, sunset where I do a halo and then everything is like cohesive. That's the same on the outside and then same on the inside, and like a rise above, because that's different from at least my other sunset looks. But I was not going to do sunset, even though it's the sunset palette, because I did want to think outside the box, but you guys requested it, so I'm going to do it. But that's how I was thinking about how I would mix it up, is by doing a halo. But oh my gosh, I do not know what, oh, well, I need to, we're going to get to swatching. I'll just, this is so pretty and vibrant, and the glitter. Okay, I'm not even gonna know which, because obviously I'm gonna make one of the metallic shades be the sunset shade, or the sun shade in the middle for the halo. Looking at it, I'm thinking it's gonna be one of those two, but all right. I'm gonna get to swatching these. now that my heart is slowing down a little bit. And then I will come back on camera and show you guys these swatches. Just, whew. This is beautiful. All right, okay, I could stare at this all day and then this video would be like a 3-hour video because you guys know I'm obsessed with Natasha Denona. Okay, so I'm gonna go swatch and then I will be right back. Okay, see you guys soon. All right, I swatched row by row by row on my forearm and oh my God. She somehow improved the formulation even more than the Star palette. I don't even know how that's possible. I have no idea. Even like those Chroma Crystal glitter shades, they are all of these are so ridiculously smooth and buttery. I cannot even begin to describe it to you. I don't even think there's gonna be fallout throughout your day when you're wearing one of the crystal shades. It's incredible. Whew. All right, I'm sure Natasha Denona will have these up eventually individually, so I'll read you guys the shade names. So first row, we have Atmosphere, Sinai, Ice Gold, Mandarin, and Bronzage. That completes the first row. Second row, we have Volcano. Oh my gosh, the next shade is Ubad. Then we have Horizon, Sundazed, which I made up my mind, that is totally going to be the halo. Then we have Terra, that completes the third row. And then, second row. And then the third row, which is the last row, we have Bermuda, Morgana, Pangin, Ingenus, and Sol. So aside from the fact that I now know which shade is going to be the beautiful sun halo for the eye, I don't know what else I'm going to do because these are all so freaking amazing. I mean, I want to use every single metallic shade. Like, these are just, and that wine, you guys, just, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm gonna go prep and prime my eyes and then I will be back and we will figure out something. I just don't know what that something is going to be yet because this palette is freaking phenomenal. I just wish you guys could all feel this formulation. It is out of this world. So I will see you guys in a minute. Alright, so I used my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and I set it using powder and tight lined using my Ardency in Modster pencil in black, and then this is my Sephora tape, but as usual I will have everything listed below, including all the products I use for foundation and all of that afterwards because this is just going to be an eye tutorial. So I'm going to start off, my vision is that, you know, the sun is setting or rising. This doesn't really matter for this purpose. So I want like peachy yellow for my crease, that beautiful gold for a halo, and somehow incorporate wine tones and the lighter chocolate ones on the inner and outer corner is where I'm thinking, but you guys know that things usually end up changing along the way. So I'm gonna start with my Karity E31 brush and I'm gonna dip into this shade first and start building the crease and above. Now I have no idea how this yellow is going to go because I don't usually work with yellows, but that's the next step, using my same Karity E31. I'm gonna go for it. Now I'm gonna go back into that first peach shade and keep that lower now that we have that yellow higher. Now taking my Makeup Geek Outer V brush, I'm gonna dip into the first shade, or second shade, but first not metallic shade. This will be in the outer V and inner corner. This shade is light enough that I'm going to use it to connect the crease. Then I'm going to dip into this shade and do the same thing. Now I'm gonna go into that beauty and do the same thing. Now going back with my Karity brush, I'm going to take the peachy shade and just blend a little bit. Now this is kind of an unnecessary step, but it really does give that extra insurance when you're working with any kind of glitter. But Natasha Denona says to like just put your finger right into her chroma crystal shades and push it into the skin, and it will just melt into the skin, which it does. But my nails are so long that I often have a hard time, and then I need to manipulate it with the brush a little bit. So I like to use some Too Faced glitter glue just to put it on for that added insurance, because I have nails. If I didn't have nails, it would be no issue. So you guys can totally skip this step or use the NYX glitter glue. I mean, I have the Lit Clearly liquid base. There are so many options. So if you want to use a glitter glue, use whatever you have. And if you don't, it's honestly not the end of the world, because her crystal formulation is the only one I've ever come across where you legitimately do not need to have glitter glue to keep it in place. Wow, I've not used this in a long time, and it's just liquid coming out right now. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. There we go. Then instead of using my finger, I am gonna pick up that gold shade. Oh, I just put my finger in the white one. This gold on my MAC 242. Try to pack it on that way, even though the finger, yeah, that's not picking it up. Okay, I'll do finger first and then try to finesse it. Oh. Yeah, that's the Sunshine. That is so beautiful. Oh. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Spray some Fix Plus. Amazing. She does not mess around in the eyeshadow game, or any for that fact. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay Moon Dust E210 brush and dip back into that gorgeousness just to help blend out the edges of the glitter. Take some more glitter back on my MAC 242. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go line, do my lashes, do my face, and then I will be back to do the lower lash line. So I'll see you guys soon. All right, so I finished up my face and I put a lot of new products to the test because, as you guys know, I received so many shipments today. So first I'll just start off with the usual foundation. I used my OFRA Absolute Cover Silk Peptide Foundation in number 3. And my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, as well as my Urban Decay Naked Skin Color Corrector in Peach. I used my Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen for my liquid liner. I popped on my favorite pair of lashes, my Elegenz lashes in Bombshell. And then I used my Ciate bronzer. It's their bamboo bronzer in Palm Island. I do have some new bronzers to test out, like Milani just launched a new bronzer, which also arrived today, but I didn't want to put a new bronzer to the test just in case it was a hot mess. So, because with bronzers, you never know, and I just didn't want to risk it today. Then I set my face using my Lancôme Dual Finish Multitasking Powder and Foundation in 1 All Day Wear in number 140 Ivoire W. Then I put to the test I received both of the new Juvia's Place Saharan Blush palettes, volume 1 and 2. That video will be up shortly after this video is up. Volume 1 is definitely made more for fair skin tone. Volume 1 is made more for deep skin tones. Volume 2 is made more for fair skin tones, but I don't consider these a blush palette at all. They're like a multi-purpose palette. As you'll see when that video goes up, these 2 shades are stunning metallic shades, but they are so eyeshadow shades, it's not even funny. Like, it is literally the same formulation. I have all 4 of their eyeshadow palettes, and the 2 metallic shades are literally metallic eyeshadow shades. Like, I just have to show you. They're not blush shades at all. Like, that, it is a beautiful eyeshadow shade, but I mean, just wait till you see my full-on swatch video of these. I have no problem though, because I think that it is such a, like, they're so stunning, and I will use them for eyeshadows. I'll use them for blushes. Like, I used Tau for my blush, which you can barely see now. It was just like a really light flush of color. You'll see that in this video, what Tau looks like. But the other ones, like even this shade, I think it would be good for contour. It's definitely a great transition shade. I don't see that as a blush shade when you see my swatches. The other 3 are definite blush shades, but can also double as eyeshadow shades. Like I said, the 2 middle ones, eyeshadow shades all the way. I'll just quickly show you what volume 1 looks like. Like, it's intense. These 2, amazing eyeshadow shades. Like, it is so much like the Nubian one, is that what they call it? Or is it just the Nubian palette? The texture, the color scheme, everything. And then the other 4 shades, I would never use for blush. They are way too intense. This is like literally an eyeshadow palette for me, the volume 1. So it would be, the other 4 shades would probably be amazing blush shades for dark skin tones. And then these 2 shades would probably be awesome highlight shades for dark skin tones. But guys, if you are not looking for another eyeshadow palette, do not buy volume 1 if you are fair skin, because this is like solely an eyeshadow palette for skin tone. It is not a blush. And even volume 2, 3 of the shades are blush shades. They're not blush palettes. So just a heads up. And then I highlighted with colored Raine's. Did I already tell you that? I don't know. Colored Raine's new highlights. They're focal point glow lighters. I used no flash needed, so that is the Beeman glowing highlight, and that is dry. I didn't even wet it because I was trying to not deter from the eye look, and whew, but I picked up, I don't know if it's all 6 shades, but I think it might be all 6. I have 6. But I have to go back on their website because it's been a while since I ordered. I think it was a pre-order and they all arrived today. So I don't know, but I have 6 and I did a separate video swatching all 6 and then demoing this one in action. So that is the highlight on my cheeks. And now you guys are all caught up, so I can zoom you in and we can get going on finishing up this lower lash line. So I'm going to start by taking my Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Brown Out and smudging this beneath the lower lash line. This one's getting a lot of love lately. Now taking a Morphe M506, I'm going to dip into our first transition shade. No, was that? No, that was not our first transition shade. Okay. Our first transition shade was the beachy one. So I'm going to dip into that one first. Now I don't want to bring the yellow beneath the lower lash line because 1, I don't think it would be flattering, and 2, the purpose to me putting just the yellow above was for like that glowy, like sunrise, sunset effect. So I don't want yellow on the bottom. So now I'm going to dip into this transition shade and smoke that in. Now taking my Sephora Pro Smudge Brush, I'm going to dip into that beautiful wine color and smudge her in. Now I really want to tie some of the gold down below, so I'm going to try it on the smudger brush and just hope that it works. I have no idea if that's going to work, but it's that shade. Try some Fix Plus. Now I'm going to go back into No Flash Needed by Colored Raine and taking a Morphe M507. I'm going to highlight the inner corners. Isn't that crazy how gold this is when it looks like that? Alright, this makeup look is complete and I'm so excited to finally have this palette and have done a look with it. I can't even tell you. So I'm gonna go get dressed and I will be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys are as blown away by this palette as I am. I know that you're not as able to like touch it and swatch it unless you're close to a Sephora that happens to carry the palette, because my Sephora is not carrying it. So, but just seeing the swatches, seeing it in action, I hope that it has intrigued you into hopefully somehow figuring out a way to get it, because every girl deserves to have this palette in their collection because it is just so beautiful. I could just like have this palette and have looks for days and days and days and days. It is amazing. So I really hope that you guys love this eye look that I came up with. I really tried to make it something different from my other sunset, sunrise type of eye looks that I have created in the past, which I think I succeeded in doing. I just can't remember the very first sunset, sunrise look I ever created, but I did try to do something different and make it like this is the sun coming up with, you know, all the effects that the sun has as it's rising or lowering. I still can't decide if this is more of a sunset or sunset look, and my eye is watering like a mad person. It is driving me crazy. I don't know what happened. It's been fine until like 5 minutes ago, and then it just started pouring. So anyway, total side note, I'm not crying. My eye is just all of a sudden aggravated and mad at me, and it's probably because it knows it's going to be up until 5 a.m., so it's crying already. But anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you again so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.